this video, we are going to show you what to eat in Miami. 5 typical foods you must try when traveling to one of the most incredible cities in the United States. We have been to Miami several times, and we can guarantee the gastronomy there is an experience apart. It is a city that mixes Cuban, Latin, Caribbean, and American influences, and that results in flavors unique in the world. Let us go. Miami is not just beaches, nightlife, and shopping. The city's gastronomy is one of the richest and most diverse in the United States. And we always say that eating in Miami is practically a trip within the trip. You can have lunch with traditional Cuban food, snack at a Venezuelan food truck, dine at a sophisticated Latin restaurant, and still have a Caribbean dessert, all on the same day. That is why we separated the 5 foods that marked us the most on our trips, and that you simply cannot miss tasting. The first food on our list is the Cuban sandwich. This is practically the gastronomic symbol of Miami. It was created by the Cuban community of Tampa and Miami in the early 20th century, and since then it has become a heritage of the city. The sandwich is made with lightly toasted Cuban bread, filled with roasted and marinated pork, ham, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard, all pressed on a hot grill until crispy on the outside and melted on the inside. We have tried it in several places, and we can say that the best ones are on Calle Ocho in Little Havana, especially at Versailles Restaurant, which is considered the temple of Cuban culture in Miami. The price stays around $10 to $15 per sandwich, and it usually comes with French fries or rice and black beans. It is a complete meal and absolutely delicious. The second must-try food is ceviche. Although originally Peruvian, ceviche in Miami gained its own personality, with Caribbean and Latin influence. It is a dish of raw fish or seafood marinated in lime juice, which basically cooks the fish through acidity, and served with red onion, pepper, cilantro, and corn. In Miami, you find versions with shrimp, octopus, tuna, and even tropical fruits like mango and avocado. We tried a ceviche in Brickell that was simply unforgettable, at a Peruvian restaurant called Ceviche 105. The price stays between $15 and $30 per serving, and it is the perfect appetizer to start a meal on a hot day. The best places to try ceviche in Miami are concentrated in Brickell, Wynwood, and Coral Gables. The third food you have to try is stone crab. This is a typical delicacy of Florida, and Miami is one of the best places in the world to eat it. What is cool is that this crab has a unique characteristic. Fishermen take only one of its claws and return the animal to the sea, where the claw grows back. That is why it is considered sustainable seafood. The meat from the claw is sweet, firm, and absolutely delicious, served cold with a special mustard sauce. The stone crab season runs from October to May, so if you go during this period, you cannot miss it. The most famous place to try it is at Joe's Stone Crab Restaurant in South Beach, which has existed since 1913. The price varies a lot depending on the size of the claw, but expect to pay between $40 and $100 per serving. It is one of those dishes we ate once and never forgot. The fourth food on our list is the arepa, which is one of the most popular foods among Latinos in Miami. Originally from Venezuela and Colombia, the arepa is a kind of flatbread made of corn flour, usually filled with shredded beef, chicken, cheese, black beans, or eggs. It is a simple, cheap, and incredibly tasty food. We always eat arepa at food trucks or at more casual Venezuelan restaurants, especially in the Doral area, which is known as Little Caracas of Miami. A filled arepa costs between $6 and $10, and 2 are already enough to fill your stomach. It is the perfect option for those who want to eat well, spending little, and still experience an authentic Latin flavor that conquered Miami. And the fifth must-try food is the key lime pie, the official dessert of Florida. It is made with key lime juice, a small and acidic lime typical of the Key West Islands region, condensed milk and egg yolks, all on a buttery cookie base and finished with whipped cream. The result is a creamy pie, sweet and tangy in just the right measure. We try a slice on practically every trip to Miami, and the best place to taste it is at any traditional South Beach restaurant or directly in Key West if you do the day trip. The price stays between $6 and $10 per slice, and it is the perfect way to close any meal. Whoever tries it once never forgets. And besides the 5 main foods, it is worth mentioning some drinks and desserts to accompany the experience. The mojito is the symbol drink of Miami, with Cuban influence made with rum, mint, lime, sugar, and sparkling water. You drink it everywhere in this city, and the price varies from $8 to $15. The Cuban coffee is another mandatory item, a strong and sweet espresso served in small cups, which costs only $1 or $2 and gives you incredible energy. And for dessert, besides the key lime pie, try the flan, a creamy Latin pudding served in practically every Cuban restaurant. Speaking of food and gastronomic tours, in the description of the video and here on the QR code, we are going to leave the link to the site we always use to buy tours and experiences at the lowest price. It is the largest tour site in the world and has several gastronomic tours through Miami, including walks in Little Havana with Cuban food tasting, food tours in Wynwood, and even Latin cooking classes. All at the lowest price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great. And remembering that in the link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip at the lowest price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper: international travel sim, travel insurance at half the price, tickets to all attractions, good and affordable hotels we have stayed at, cheap car rentals, and the global account. And the links already contain automatic discounts, so save and use this page that will make your trip a lot easier. Now let us talk about the gastronomic neighborhoods of Miami, which are fundamental for a complete experience. The first is Little Havana, especially the famous Calle Ocho, where there is the largest concentration of Cuban restaurants in the city. That is where we always go to eat Cuban sandwich, drink Cuban coffee, and try traditional food. The second is Wynwood, an alternative neighborhood full of food trucks, modern restaurants, and international gastronomy. The third is Brickell, more sophisticated, with high-end restaurants, especially Peruvian and Latin. And the fourth is Doral, known as Little Caracas, perfect for authentic Venezuelan and Colombian food. We always say it is worth staying near one of these neighborhoods to make it easier. Speaking of lodging, we created a personalized map that explains exactly which is the best area to stay in Miami, with easy access to the best restaurants in the city. Staying in this area, you cannot go wrong. And in the description of the video, and here on the QR code, we are going to leave the link to the page with this map, and with the hotels we have stayed at and highly recommend, including a hotel in South Beach where we stayed for an incredible price. Super well located, just 2 blocks from the beach and close to several great restaurants. We saved a lot with that choice. Some practical tips we learned in practice. First, do not forget the tip. In the United States, it is practically mandatory, and in Miami, it stays between 18 and 20% of the bill. Second, avoid touristy restaurants on Ocean Drive in South Beach, where prices are absurd and the food is not always good. Go a little deeper into the neighborhood and you find much better options. And third, food trucks are a great budget option and usually have delicious food, especially Latin, so do not be afraid to experiment. And for those who are new here on the channel, welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you are enjoying it, subscribe to the channel and like the video. That helps us a lot. Miami is a destination that conquers through taste as much as through the beaches and the nightlife. Each one of these 5 foods we mentioned represents a part of the cultural identity of the city. And trying them all is like making a culinary trip through Latin America and the Caribbean without leaving the United States. The final tip is simple. Go hungry, try everything, and leave room to repeat the dishes you like the most. We always come back from Miami with the feeling that we ate things we will never forget. If you liked the video, like it and subscribe to our channel to travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a great trip.